Welcome, folks. This is Hard Hat Conversations coming at you live. No scripts, no nothing. I'm your host, Rich. Let's get it on. We got a lot to talk about today, folks. Let's start with this politics garbage. I'm sorry, folks. I'm getting tired of it. We got these assassinations going on one side, and then the other side is telling you what they're gonna do, and then they don't really tell you nothing. I don't know about you guys and girls, but I'm tired of it. So I got to talk about it a little bit. We got till November to talk about it, right? We talking about the president of the United States, right? So this is a big deal to everybody. But here's the issue: has this become a reality show, folks? Listen to me for a minute. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Uh, it seemed to me that we all worried about what they say, and I know to a certain point you want to know what they say, but I mean like the in-house stuff, the little childish comments that we all do make ourselves everyday life. We really don't have no meat and potatoes on the policies that they really talking about. They say they want to do this. They say a few things, but they not really talking about nothing. We've been out of the pandemic for almost 5 years, and it gotten worse. Ain't nothing different. It's just crazy. People are just walking around like zombies. The quality of life is not the same anymore. There's a lot of wars going on, small little infractions going on, a lot of money being thrown around here and there, but the bulk of it is not coming to the American people to help them with their lives. And remember, like I always say on my other episodes, these are our tax dollars. So what are we sitting back for? What are we? Oh, I better not say nothing. Ooh, that's your money. You got the right to say something. I don't care if somebody else disagree with it. Speak up. Somebody got to ask the tough questions. This ain't high school and junior high. You scared to ask a question to the teacher? There's no dumb answers here. You want to know what's the question. And there's an answer to it. Make them give it to you. Don't be afraid. It's your tax dollars. This is serious business, folks. Here up here in the county, Cuyahoga County, they just raised property taxes. A lot of folks went to that meeting. A lot of folks can't afford that. You got a lot of folks on fixed income. Let me tell you something, young folks out there. One day you're going to be on a fixed income. So why not fix it now so you don't have to go through it? That's what a lot of our ancestors did. They went through a lot of stuff. So we don't have to go through it. We all got to do our part. We got a lot of whiners, but we don't want to get together and do nothing. But we got plenty of comments. Oh, they should do this. Oh, they should do that. That's easy to do. Won't you get with somebody and y'all come up with some ideas? Tell me something. I like it. I'll ride with you. Now, if I don't like it, I ain't going to ride with you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You go to the next person. You get enough people that'll ride with you, then you do it. But don't come sit up there complaining all the time. One person can't do it. We need a group of people, folks, to get it going. It's like the dominoes. Whoever out there play a lot of dominoes, you knock one down, they all fall down eventually. So come on, folks. It's okay to whine and talk about it, but whine with somebody. Then maybe they'll whine with somebody. Then maybe y'all can have a meeting and say, hey, maybe we can do a little something. Just a little something. Maybe it'll grow. How you gonna know if it grow if you don't try? I did a little bit out there. I've been out there marching a little bit, did a little knocking on the doors. I didn't want to do it, but I got introduced to it, and let me tell you something. That little bit I did those years ago, it made a difference. I remember I was living in the Slavic Village area. People familiar with the Cleveland area know what that is. I had a house over there, and I was in my early 30s, and I'm an old man. And I had a guy, some kind of community leader, knocked on my door. We was knocking on everybody's door. A lot of them, closed the door. Nah, I ain't got time. So, I was interested, and I listened to his spiel a little bit. And I said, yeah, that sounds good. So a couple weeks later, I went out with him and walked around just down on my street. He said, just try your street, Richard. I said, these people ain't coming out. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to be bothered with this. They trying to work and live their little lives and trying to make it. Ain't nobody here rich and nothing. We ain't got no power. He said, in numbers, you got power. I said, yeah, whatever. I'm like that. So something pushed me. I went out with him. We knocked on doors. I went up and down my street. I think I had at that time, it was about maybe 25 houses on the street or something. Not sure. Something like that. Just give it a number. It was close to that. So we knocked on the door and we invited. And guess what he made me do? He said, invite him over in your backyard. I said, huh? I'm like, I don't want all these strangers in my backyard if they do come. He said, look, put them in your backyard, invite them. We have a few refreshments. I help you out with it. And we can talk about what issues they have just on the street. I said, man, ain't nobody going to come. So we knocked on the door. We passed out some flyers and set a date for, it was a few weeks ahead of time, like on a Saturday. Hopefully most people was off. I didn't expect nobody to come over. I was like, yeah, whatever. He came over and we sat on the porch talking and stuff. I saw one person came up, said they was such and such down the street, and they was coming about the community meeting and wanted to voice opinion on some stuff they like to see get done or what they see that it's not getting done. I said, okay. Came to the backyard. Next thing I know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sitting there. I'm like, wow, what's wrong with these people come up in my yard? They don't even know me or him, and they coming up here to find out some issues, what we can do. Next thing I know, I had 14 people. 14 people, folks, that I didn't even know. They live on my street, but I don't know them. You know how that is. Just knocked on their door for 5 minutes, talked to them for a couple of minutes. It could take 5 minutes for them to open up the door. Everybody's so scared. Anyway, talked to him for a couple minutes, hand him a flyer. I didn't want to keep him long. Next thing you know, 14 people, folks. 14. And I didn't know nothing what I was doing. So we got in the backyard. We talked a little bit about, we need street patrol more. We need the police. So, the usual neighborhood stuff. Word about crime, garbage dumping in lots and, the usual stuff, like that, loud music, kids, after curfew hours, stuff like that. Next thing I know, brother, I was going to some of his meetings. I'm like, man, what am I doing after work? Tired, but, I was getting involved, and I didn't want to do that at first, trust me. I got other things to do. I could play my PlayStation or drink a cold beer, whatever, whatever you're doing. But it intrigued me. You know what got me, guys and girls, what held me up was the 14 people that came to my backyard just by me knocking on their door for 5 minutes, giving them a spiel for a couple of minutes, handing them a flyer, and they came back there, and I bought, out of my own money, a few refreshments. And I was like, wow, this could really be done. Wow. So the next thing, the thing grew. We started meeting at their houses. Yeah. It was amazing. I was going to their houses, meeting their family, and eating their food and different races and cultures and stuff. 'Cause, Southville is full of different ethnics and stuff. So it was very interesting. All these people lived on my street, and I didn't even know who they were. So next thing you know, we had the councilman come out there. We had a representative of the police come out there. It was very enjoyable. We started doing things for the community, getting out there and stuff, and had crime night out and stuff. I don't know if they still do it over there, but it interesting, man. I learned a lot from those couple of years that certain things can be done if you can get people to participate. And it don't take a lot of money, folks. It don't. It just take what we're doing right now, talking to each other. That's all it takes. So not just one person. It got to be a group of people. Don't put everything on one person, because that one person will get burnt out. I found that out too. So we started doing grants and different things. I'm just learning. I'm like, what is? So this is the process. I learned that the councilman gets a certain amount of money in that community to allocate to get grants to do this and do that. Learned that in order for a store to come in there and have a liquor license, they got to have some members from the community and all that to vote on it. I didn't know they can just pay money and do that. I don't know if it changed since then. This was in the early 2000s. So it's a lot of steps that we don't know about, and they don't want us to know about, because if we do know about that, then that make us where they have to come to us. They want us to come to them, but it's the other way around. It's our community. We live there. We decide what goes on there, but we don't know the process. And if you don't know the process, then what? A couple of people can control the whole neighborhood, and that's what's been going on, especially in the black neighborhood. Uh, I'm quite sure there's some poor white neighborhoods out there too, going through some similar stuff. And now I think even the ones that are well off are going through that now, where only a few people control the whole thing. They don't want you to come to meetings anymore. They don't want you to vote on nothing really more. They have these little sessions. Yeah, come and voice your opinion, and they already have the vote down already. So we got to participate more to stop that. It's crazy, folks. But it's just a little bit of the process what I learned through my little journey there with the politics. You know, so like I said, I'm gonna vote with my wallet. I really don't want to vote for either one, but if I had to vote for one, I'm gonna vote for my wallet, because they can't help me on my other issues. We can help each other on our issues as a community. But as I say at the end of the day in the other episodes, we still need money to make the world go around. It's not the be all, but it helps, brothers and sisters. It really does. And as long as you do it the right way, things will really flourish. It'll really flourish. I believe that. But we have to do it the right way, folks. On this, another thing in the news, I see they making a big deal out of this P. Diddy thing. It's entertainment. And see, we forget all this is entertainment. Songs and these characters out here, P. Diddy and all the rest of them, the actors, the singers, they characters, they're for entertainment. But we get to a point where we think by them entertaining us with their singing and acting, we think we know these people. That's what an actor do. He's acting. That's not really who he is. He's acting a part in the movie. So sometimes we can get obsessed with them, and we think we know them because we see their movies and see their little short interviews. That's not. We don't supposed to treat people like that. They got their own lives too, but they have a part to play in it as well. And I think they got out of hand, a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them got out of hand. These actors, these athletes. It's like they're leading the community and telling us what's right and wrong and what we should do. No, 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 no. You have a voice, but don't be the representative telling us what to do in our community when actually you guys make so much and girls make so much money. You done lost what's going on in our community. You don't even live in our communities no more. So you don't know what's going on unless you watch the news. You may have at one time before you got the money, but once you got the money, you're living in beautiful neighborhoods. And ain't nothing wrong with that, folks. Nothing wrong with that. But when you get a lot of money and a lot of power, it can go to your head. It can. You become like a god and thinking that the law and nobody else can tell you nothing because you can pay your way out of everything. But that stuff catches up with you sometimes. It does. This man P Diddy had the world in his hand. I think just last year, that stupid city up north, New York, gave him the keys to the city. That's crazy. You know, cause he's from there. I guess I don't know. I don't know if he did any philanthropy or what. I don't know. You know, maybe he donated to some organization and they took the money and gave 5 people some new book bags, and the rest of 1,000 people didn't get nothing. I don't know. I'm just This my opinion. You know, I got the right to say what I want to say. So you get mad, I don't care. Um, so that's on him. That's his own fault. Just like if you make a mistake, that's your fault, and you need to live with it. And you got to pay the price for it. And don't say somebody judging and all that. It's just part of life. We all make mistakes, and we got to pay for them. And maybe this time he's gonna pay for this if it's true for what he did. I don't know. If it's not, then it'll come out, and he'll go free and resume his way of life. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to dwell on that too much because that's a lot of entertainment, and it's a sad, sad situation. You know, sad situation. Um, one more thing I want to talk about too is it's a very stressful time too with the quality of life and our jobs. So everybody got to have a job, right? Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Those that can be an entrepreneur, bless you. Hopefully, you'll pass on some of that knowledge to some of your circle so they can be an entrepreneur. Everybody's not made for that. Some people need to work a job. So the reason I'm saying that is I think every job should have some type of pension for the people that work for them. Hold on before you go all crazy. Oh, this costs too much. Well, we know everything costs. Everything got a price, right? Everything got a price. So what we do, like everything else, even in our own personal household, we cut this out so we can afford this. The corporations can do the same thing. They cut this out so they can put this in. So you telling me they can't put a pension in for everybody? They can't allocate a few dollars here. Okay, instead of you throwing a big Christmas party, put that money up in my pension. I could throw my own Christmas party. Because that pension is going to be there for you if you make it to retirement. And it's going to be one of your safety nets. The only safety net you have is that sorry Social Security, which they chopping up, and it ain't nothing. And if you're lucky and got a 401k, that ain't nothing neither because it goes up and down with the stock market. You know, up and down, up and down. With a pension, it stays the same. Which one would you rather have? Up and down, or you want the same? That's why I said from McDonald's, cleaning, whatever job it is, whatever 40-hour job it is, the company can make up a pension. If you make $10 an hour, take $1 out of that or whatever. Whatever how they do it. Like I said, I'm not a math major. I don't understand how that works. But comment on me and let me know. They can do it. Don't tell me they can't do it. I'm tired of people saying what we can't do. They good at telling you what they want you to do, but when it comes to their time to share and help out, oh, we can't do it. It costs too much. Yeah, right. But you ready to tell us to turn our thermostat down so we can save energy? Get out of here. And this is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave you this Wednesday evening. Thank you all, whoever stayed on long, for listening. Don't forget to click, subscribe, comment, and let me know what's going on. Give me some solutions. I'm tired of all of this, no solutions. Let's throw out some solutions and let's pick out some and see if they work. On the sports part, I got a guy named Keith. He got a page. I want y'all to visit his page. I want to make a few dollars. I'm not a heavy gambler, but I gamble a little bit every now and then. And like I said in my other episode, I won a few dollars. He's very up and coming. Y'all better ride with him. He's gonna win y'all some money. It's called Dominate the Books. He got a YouTube channel. You'll see it. Type it in, Dominate the Books. Look at some of his bets. You will win a few dollars here and there. Nobody's perfect on the betting, but he's pretty good. I won more than I lost. I'll tell you that much. Dominate the Books. Check him out. Like I said, I'm gonna have him on the show one day. We're gonna talk about, talk about some hard hat conversation stuff, man. We're gonna hit it hard, man, and really get into it because we're just touching the surface right now. Okay. I want everybody to have a safe evening. Peace out.